right. How is everybody doing? Let's see here. We got a comment thread. You can see that. I wonder, can I watch myself while we do this? That would be interesting. Okay, I can. All right. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm just hanging out, having a beer. Leave a comment in the chat if you're just chilling tonight and here because you're bored and have nothing else to do and have relied on me for entertainment. Let's see here. I got a mess here. Let me show you. See all these? It's not as bad as my last tumbling project, which I don't know if anyone has seen that, but if you scroll down my timeline, you can see a disaster of a tumbling project where I had multiple materials, multiple sizes of rings, and it was ugly. Titanium, steel, brass, and bronze. So, all right, cool. So I can kind of watch, like, right next to me. All right. I want to see if I can do something else. That is not what I want. I want this. There we go. I have 1 like on my live stream. Thank you, Ann Stevenson. All right. Okay, so I'm going to organize these rings real quick, and then we'll get to work. I am currently working on a Celtic Vision sheet water bottle wrap. I'm finishing the top of. I wrap a lot of stuff, and some of it turns out very nice. Some of it doesn't, but that's okay too. So, what is everyone up to tonight besides watching this live stream? What are you working on? What's going on with you? How you doing? One thing that irritates the crap out of me is Facebook's how you can't play music when you stream, because now it's really like silent down here, whereas before it was nice and loud. So I'm wondering if we can like YouTube non-licensed music and play that. We should try that. I should get these apart too. All right. One thing they tell you when you stream is to never look at your viewers. Don't look at your viewers, they say. Doesn't matter. Just stream. Ooh. Okay. Chris Heckman. All right. I see a comment come across my phone, but not my computer. So let's figure out a time delay. Will it show up here? Do I have to click on anything? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to leave. I was on a completely different post. That's ridiculous. All right. Okay. That is the wrong ring size. So I'm organizing my pile. Got a whole lot to go through. And then we're going to work on this water bottle here for a little bit. This shouldn't take too long. I'm like a third of the way done. So, let's see here. So somebody asked for some shower curtains. More specifically, shower curtains and if you want to watch what I'm doing. I'm just sorting this pile here. Shower curtains and shower mats. Now, shower mats are a bit more difficult because they require special absorptive pads. They're not easy to obtain. But I did post a shower curtain, and people were interested. I don't know. That is what I'm doing. I am organizing rings. It's insanely fun. I tumbled these up. They're all very nice and shiny, right? Like, these are the blackened rings from the Ring Lord. They're rejects, so I couldn't use them. I couldn't use them for a regular project, right? That required black rings. They got kicked out. Like this, right? Let's see how well we can get this to. Japanese 12-2 with some stainless and some blackened stainless all from TRL, right? And so a project like that. If you've ever seen my leather vest, you can find it in the photo albums on this page. Those were all TRL blackened rings, and those are the rejects from that. And they were kept in a bin, locked away for years and years and years, until one day when I got a tumbler. And ever since I've had the tumbler, I have been polishing up everything I can get my hands on. And it has literally changed my perception of what a good product is. I just dropped that. It's gone. It's gone. Goodbye. Somewhere down near the foot massager. If you've never seen pictures of my workspace, right? I have a bar that goes across the brackets. Okay, let's see how to explain this. There's a support bar that holds up the desk, right? There's two pillars on either side and a support bar underneath the desk surface, right? And I have a pool noodle that I cut to fit over that support bar's edge so that I can put my feet up when I want to, right? Then below that, I got a foot massager last year for Christmas. One of those fancy schmancy, what's the type of Shinto massage something, right? I know that's wrong, but you know, Shaolin massage, that's not right either. So I have that underneath my desk too. So whenever I'm sitting here and you see pictures of me with this background, right, I'm getting a foot massage or I got my feet elevated, and it's really nice. So those are important ideas for you to consider adding to your workstation if you ever get the chance and have somebody buy you a foot massager, because it's really nice. They're really good gifts, right? Started out unable to tolerate the foot massager. It was very, very painful on the arches of my feet. And it took me probably, I don't know, 2 weeks of putting my toe tips, my tiptoes in it, in the first little portion of it, getting like a ball of your foot massage, before I could actually insert my foot into the sleeve to be massaged. And I know a lot of people have complained about this particular model being too rough, and I think that people's like plantar fasciitis probably causes a lot of concern. But after what, a year, almost a year now, coming up in December, I can put my foot in there for an hour and it feels amazing. So if you ever get the opportunity to add a foot massager to your desk, you should do that, because at least I think you should. So let's see here. Let's do a sound check. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. Nope, sound is working. Okay, probably should have done that beforehand. I apologize to anyone who was listening and couldn't hear me. All right, where are we at here? All right, I'm almost done sorting these rings, and then we'll get to weaving. I need a camera. I need a streaming camera and a microphone. That's what I need. Maybe one day. In order to do this properly, because I hate bad audio and providing, you know, the viewer with bad audio. So, all right. Maybe one day we'll officially stream with proper equipment and have nice, steady, clear view of our work, so that you can see what I'm doing. This is, excuse me. It doesn't go there. That's the wrong ring for that pile. All right. Okay, now we're getting down to bare bones of what I'm working on. I will show you in a second. All right. These are all the same size rings, right? But they're not really all the same size, which is funny. Metals are so temperamental. All right, we'll move that pile over here. This pile right there. We are almost ready to work on a project. Throw that ring away. It's clearly far too distorted to work on. This is what we're working on. Hi, Barb. How you doing? Hanging out here, working on. This is a water bottle. It has been sitting on my desk for, I don't know, the greater part of 10 years, waiting for me to finish this. And I didn't know what to do with it. Then we are making a water bottle wrap. We are finishing it up. It is almost done. Here, let me move that over here. I got like 3 or 4 small piles of rings over here that I'm screwing up, but that's okay. So, this tiny little water bottle, sitting on my desk for forever, and I didn't know what to do with it. If you look through my photos, you will find a version of one of my Stanley coffee cups that has a suspiciously similar weave on it. This is the Celtic Vision weave. Let's see here. Move that light away. All right, get that in front of the camera. Right. So this sleeve once existed around my coffee cup. My coffee cup fell off the bed of my truck and died. And, well, it didn't die. It broke. To the point where I replaced it with something else entirely. A interwoven 4-in-1 black and stainless combo, right? And it looks much better now. It's not as cool as the interwoven Byzantine hexagons I did the other day, but it is cool. So, let's see here. I had a layer of stainless steel rings on top and on the bottom, and a bunch of like 20 gauge 1/8 rings connecting it all, and it was really weird, right? It didn't look good, but it did fit on the coffee cup pretty nicely. So I left it on there for years and years, and anyway, fell off the bed of the truck, broke to the point where it needed to be taken off and repaired. I took it off, I wrapped the coffee cup in something else, and I had this sheet of Celtic Vision just laying around, and I need something to do with it. So, enter, the water bottle that's sitting here for forever. It's almost a perfect fit, right? It's very snug on there. I just got to finish the top to get it to hang by itself, and then we can do the bottom. I have an idea for the bottom, and I have an idea for the top. What this little piece here, we'll do this every other ring. We'll try to go around and make it even. Problem is, this is 19 rings around. 19 is a prime number. It's not divisible evenly by anything. And so to finish the top, it's going to have an open space. And to finish the bottom, it's going to have an open space. And now I get to try and figure that out. So all the rings are separated, right? We got our piles here and here, right? They're all separated and they're ready to go. This is using 4 different, where are we at here? Yeah, Rob, I'll do the bottom. The issue is this is 19 rings around, and it's not easily divisible into an even number. So, that's what I gotta figure out now. Also, I don't have any more bronze rings. I'm sacrificing another piece. I had this wrapped around a thermos. I like wrapping coffee cups in thermoses. And so I'm cannibalizing this checkerboard looking piece here for its bronze and brass rings. And I tossed the thermos away because it stank horribly. It was awful. So, where am I going here? I do know how to weave rings, I promise. All right, let's try that. That one, no. Question becomes, that's kind of like, this is kind of just like the next row over. So is this one, or is it this one, right? Let's do that. All right. Now the top, what we're doing is we're taking Celtic Vision, and we are, I don't know what the word is, but when you're making pottery, right, and you go up to make the top part of the vase and you bring it in, right, we're going to try and do that with chainmail. So we'll see how it works, right? Oh, ring slip. I found the slippery stuff. All right. Okay. If you've never made Celtic Vision, or if you've only made it as a chain, you should try making it as a sheet because it's awesome. All right, let's see here. Uh-oh, I screwed up, didn't I? See if I can fix that. I might have just screwed up this whole thing. I don't think so. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I screwed it up. That's okay. Brass and bronze are pretty easy to work with, pretty easy on the hands, so it's mostly fixing it's pretty negligible, especially we're not tearing apart a huge belt or anything. There we go. That's better. Makes more sense. All right. I hear my son. My wonderful son. What, kiddo? Okay, we'll do that tomorrow, okay? I'm busy right now.
Mama's the boss of you.
Oh, mommy's the boss of me, huh? That's funny.
You're the boss.
I'm the boss of you? Yeah, that's probably true. All right.
Can you just do it?
No, Bolton, I'm not going to go look for your Switch right now. I didn't lose your Switch. Okay?
Well, Mom's the boss of you.
You keep saying that. All right. Please stop tearing stuff down. Okay? I am not going to go look for your Switch right now, dude. Okay? I am live on the internet. I need you to go upstairs and play, or I'm going to shut this off and you're going to go to bed. Pick that up.
No.
Oh, buddy. Okay, cool. If I find your Switch, I'm keeping it. All right. How's everybody doing? Where are we at? Ring slip. I have the worst pair of pliers in the world. If you ever like start making chainmail, invest in pliers. I mean, the worst pliers in the world. Okay, these are great pliers. They're like from Japan or something. I got these from my grandpa. Teeth like a monster. They'll hold on to any ring pretty well. These ones I got from Home Depot or Lowe's in a package set. And they're good, but they're not the wonderful pliers. They're not like Zerons or one of the other higher end brands. Okay, so this is what we got to figure out, right? How to attach these two up here. Now there's a little give, right? Here. 1, 2, 3-ish. We can go to 2. If we can come up to 2, that would be best. But, all right, we'll just keep going around like this, and then we'll make the next row, because we're going from Celtic Vision into Helm Weave, and I tumbled this with a bunch of loose rings, so I keep finding random rings in here. They're not supposed to be there. I thought I got them all, but we'll probably find 1 or 2 more. Yeah, I love my kiddo too. I do. I promise. I promise. I love my kid. He's the best. I have no idea where his switch is. Let's see here. Should I have it there or there? I don't know. All right, let's do this here. All right. That is not optimal. There you go. Alrighty. All right. I can hear my son bothering his mother and stomping around the house. I'm in the basement, so anything that happens above me echoes like a thunderstorm going off. And it's, 9 times out of 10, it's fine. But sometimes my son will get going, be jumping up and down, and acting like a fool. And it gets quite loud down here. All right. I got a ring stuck here. There we go. Excuse me. Pardon me. All right. That's the right color. It's really hard to tell because I have a light right here in front of me shining on my beautiful face. It's really hard to see the difference between brass and bronze without looking pretty closely. And I'm not young, and I have a decent prescription on my glasses, so I really got to be quite careful in this lighting. Normally it's fine. Normally I'm okay, but I have been known to pick up a wrong color ring before and weave it into place, especially on this. Since this started out as a coffee cup wrap, I had a bunch of mistakes. This was one of my very early projects. This is probably from the first order of rings I ever got from the Ring Lord. You were lol, I'm the boss. No. Yeah, you're the boss, babe. You're the boss. Your son is going to do what you say. That's for sure. All right, let's see here. I may have to switch all of these little pieces around. I don't think I will. I think I have this mapped out in my head pretty good. But we'll see. They may be too far apart. I don't know. One of those things with chainmail that's always fun. Is to explore what you can and can't do. All right. I really wish I had a camera so you guys could see what I'm doing. Need a little bit more light from above. That was a terrible closure. I'll have to go back and fix that. All right. I think that ring is sixed pretty bad. See if we can fix that. The other fun part about having rings that fell, Never know which ones are going to need repair. All right, I think I got that pretty good. All right. All right. So, what is everyone else up to tonight? Tell me. Tell me what you're doing besides watching me. I'm not very entertaining, but this is fun, and it gets, it lets people know what I'm doing, and it provides, people with a look into my natural environment. The normal habitat for the chainmailer, or the natural habitat for the chainmailer, deep in a basement somewhere, putting rings together by himself. Where are we at here? Oh, I need to add these rings first. So on the top of this, because it's 19 rings around, I'm doing every 3 rings as if it were only 18 rings around, or I'm adding a step every 3 rings. Oh, excuse me. Watching Rain. What is Rain? I mean, I'm assuming it's a movie. What is Rain? Learning GSG. Great Southern Gathering. I have like 150 billion 16 gauge 3/8 rings. 3/8? Yeah, 16 gauge 3/8 rings. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what to do with them, so I made just like really, really long patches of GSG. And haven't figured out what to do with them yet. But I have a lot. And what else did I use? I made a shirt using, it was an interwoven 4-in-1 center, and on either side it was strips of GSG. I made a shirt out of that. Turned out really good. That was a long, long time ago. That was back when I used to do this religiously. I do this as much as I can, but there has been far too much time off. There have been projects sitting for far too long. And Netflix series about Marie Stuart, Queen of Scotland. Okay. That sounds like something I should watch. Is it any good? I watched The King. Henry V, I think it's about. If I recall correctly. And I'd asked people beforehand if they thought it was any good. People were like, oh, Outlaw King is better. I was like, well, of course, That's specifically about Scotland, and this is just about, The King is just about England. So, what I watched The King, and I thought it was pretty good. I was entertained for the 2 hours that I watched it. I like to, unless the movie is unexceptionally unbearable, like, for instance, Cabin Boy, okay? That is an unbearably, unbelievably bad movie. it has, oh God, the movie, it's finished. Yeah, The Last Kingdom. Now that's a series, right? That's not just a movie, that's a series. It's about, so I think I started that. And I couldn't sit down to finish it. Not that I didn't enjoy it, it's that I did not have the time. I have to sit down and there has to be like peace and quiet surrounding me. Otherwise, I won't watch movies. I will play on my phone and do other distracting things because I have to really let the movie become my reality. Right, Reign is a series, and The Last Kingdom is a series. I was just saying that The King was a movie, as opposed to, you ever try to fix your hat in a reverse backwards camera? It's really weird. I was just saying that The King was a movie, and a movie or series, either way, I have to really sit down, and I can't watch a movie with distractions. I took my kid and the neighbor kid to see Dr. Dolittle with Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. in the theater, and there were a bunch of people making a ton of noise. And it's not that the film was any good, right? The original Dr. Dolittle from my childhood, and I'm quite old at this point, so it's a really old movie. It's like original Mary Poppins era movie. That ring is the wrong color. That Dr. Dolittle was by far the best one. The one with Eddie Murphy and the one with Robert Downey Jr. Don't even compare. But I couldn't even enjoy the movie just because there were too many people making noise. You know what I mean? So if I can't sit down and watch a show, I just can't figure out whether or not it's good or not because I'm not even watching at that point. So I'll have to add the Rain to my list. A list of things to watch. God, what did I watched something awful on Netflix. Riots. This was an awful movie. It had a bunch of people I'm not familiar with it, and except for Dolph Lundgren, Rocky 3, Russian guy, plays a lot of terrible action characters, and it's always like testosterone fueled movies that he plays, and he is a typecast to be that character. And of course, it's always fun to watch him, but that was basically the best part of the movie was him, and the rest of it was horrible. But I watched it. I was able to sit down and watch it for a little bit and enjoy the peace and quiet for a moment. So, what else did I watch? I watched some other movie. Some terrible Bloodfather with Mel Gibson in it. It's awful. All right. One more of these to go, and then we're going to find this oddly placed focal point right there. Right? These are all... You can't see them. There. Alright, these little edges here are all nice and even so far. Right? And then there's this space right here. Because 19 is a prime number. It's not easy easily divisible. All right, let's see here. These. All right, we're 1, 2. Yeah, just it's off by 1. So where are we at? Okay. Let's start a riot. Yeah, of course I got that riot song stuck in my head. So, as I was saying, the movie was terrible. But you know, if you just want to watch something mindless for 90 minutes, it was okay. And it had Dolph Lundgren in it. He's usually pretty passable. All right, last one. Maybe what I need to do, I wonder, because there's in between. Yeah, where are we at here? In between each of these, right? There's 2 rings, right? And I'm wondering if up here, if we do, instead of 2 rings in between, if we do 1 in between, that might, maybe we can do that. So, all right. We have, all right. Maybe that's the wrong, oh, of course that's the wrong ring. Of course I grabbed the wrong one. I'm telling you. I need better lighting. I need a camera, a microphone, and better lighting. And then we'll make this a show with big production. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just on here because I wasn't doing anything else, and I know people are hanging out, waiting for something to do on Facebook, because I was doing the exact same thing. I was just scrolling Facebook, and I was like, oh, it's kind of boring. Let's go make some chainmail. And voila. Here I am, and I thought, oh, maybe I could entertain some other people by doing this. And I hope it worked. I don't know. I know that the camera's crap, and you can't really see what I'm working on here, but you get to see my pretty face. That's a bonus. That's, you know. So who's watching right now? That's what you always wonder. You see the viewer numbers go up and down, and you're like, do people leave? Do they come back? What's going on? They say never to look at your numbers. So I've been like consciously trying not to, right? But then you're consciously trying not to, and every time you consciously try not to, you look at the numbers anyway. Human behavior is ridiculous. So I see people coming and going, you know. Who's here right now? I don't know if you can actually check that as a host. I don't know if you can check who's viewing. I think you have to go by who comments. So if you're in the comments, say hello. Or if you're watching, say hello in the comments, I think is what I meant to say. All right. That is not. There we go. And then I missed this one. Okay. Let's start riot. Yeah, there we go again. Same song in my head. I don't want to start a riot. I had riots here in Kenosha long time ago. It's like trying to fall asleep and I'm saying exactly. All right, see this, I mentioned that I threw away a ring earlier. Oh, let's try that again because it was so warped. All right, let's see here. Yo, it's dead. There's no saving it after that. I don't know. Probably had to rip it out of something. Hello in the comments. Hello, Chris. All right. Hey. I'm putting way too much effort into wrapping a water bottle. But, you know, who cares? Okay. So we've got, let's see here. These pieces, we need to go up one more row and connect everything, hopefully, with some helm weave. Let's get you a good look at this. There. Piece, the edges dangling, or they're the ones that we've been working on. Now we're going to go up one more row and see if we can tighten this down just a little bit. So, what is this? All right. Then we have the ever-present issue of two rings, two rings, two rings, two rings, two rings, space, and then three rings spaced here. And that I found a miscreant ring. All right. Probably find a few more before we're done. There we go. All right. Oh, found one more. Of course you did. I don't want to spend the whole night pulling rings out of this one. But I'm going to have to sit down and take a good look at it before I finish it, because the body is Celtic Vision. And if you've ever made it in chain, it's completely different in sheet form. So we can get a close-up of that. A lot of fun. I made it years ago, and I'm just now trying to salvage it, essentially, is what I'm doing. I'm salvaging a very old piece. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Time's at 48. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Okay, make sure I did this correctly, sorry. Yeah, okay. So all of these are in the correct position. And then the spacing between these is correct. And then we're going to add one more here, I think. And it might offset the rest of the piece too much, so you might take it out, or it might work like a charm. Celtic Vision is how you learned Helm. Yeah, I have to remember Helm. It should like go right up from Celtic Vision into Helm fairly easily, but I'm probably gonna have to look up helm to make sure I'm going in the right direction. Look how nicely that stands. Isn't that nice? Nice and circular. It's like castle fortifications. All right. All right. All right, but I think, so here I'm at 50 minutes right now. So that would go for an hour. So let's see here. That's done. What I want to do next is start. We go from 2 to 1, right? Well, what color would it be, right? So here's the thing. You can see this. Every alternating ring is it's brass, bronze, brass, bronze, brass, bronze, right? The outside rings are brass, the inside rings are bronze, and vice versa, all the way up and down. Okay. So if we go from that up into helm, so right now we have brass on the outside, bronze on the inside. The next layer should be bronze on the outside, right? Okay. That's what we're gonna do. So here, where are we at here? Go up into, you know, bronze on the outside, so we need a brass ring, right, in the middle. Okay. We're going from 2 to 1, so I don't know, we'll see if this works. Let go. There you go. I think it's that one. It's not that. That would make it way too flat, would it? Maybe not. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out together, shall we? Okay. There you go. There you go. All right. This should actually tell us very quickly if it'll work. Because what we want is to create a smaller circle. That's all we're doing, really. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can figure this out. How to go from Celtic Vision right up into... Yeah, okay. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Get in there. There we go. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to make this little piece here. Okay, and that goes through there. Do one of those. And do one of these. Okay. I think initially I've done it incorrectly, but I think we can fix it. Let's see if it'll work. That's the whole point of all this, right? It's just testing to see if it'll work. Who knows? We don't know until we try, right? All right. All right, put that back inside. That goes outside. Okay, and then one of these. Goes over here. Okay. Oh, found the gravity. Come on, do the thing. There you go. All right. What's the other movie I watched the other night? Something with John Cusack and Nicolas Cage. About an Alaskan serial killer. It's pretty good. Okay. This is too tight. We really have to go from, well, I don't know. Let's see here. That seems too tight. That might not be. See if we can fix it. You know, you always figure out stuff in your head, and it always works until you try it. And then it doesn't work at all for months and months and months. Which is really the last thing I want. I don't want this to last much longer. I think I've got it figured out 90%, you know, so. All right. Let go. Dude, oh, come on. There we go. All right. There we go. Get it in place. Is this even? No, this is not even. I need to add one more ring in here. It really, I don't know if you can see this edge right here, but it really hooks. This isn't the worst news. I don't know. Well, maybe I'm not wrong. Maybe I'm not wrong. Let's see here. Let's try one more. It's really nice that this stands up because I don't have to like crank down on my workspace. That is nice. All right. Yeah, okay. I think that's it. I did it wrong. I'll have to add one more in there, but everything else seems correct so far. Seems correct. I have to come down here tomorrow and figure out it's all wrong, but that's not right. Yeah. I think I'm missing a ring in there, but one of those things where I won't know until I've gone the rest of the way around. Probably. I'm guessing that that's the case. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. One. Yeah, okay. That should be in there. Kula rula rula. I'm gonna need another beer here in a minute. I think we're gonna shut this down for tonight. Here pretty soon. What time is it? It's 10:30. Yeah. Getting late. That's okay. Yeah, it's supposed to go from 2 down to 1, which I did right. That's correct. This is not, so I'll have to fix that later. Right, but it will hold itself up on the bottle like that with the row of helm going across here. And it should fit nice and smoothly, provided we can get through, looks like this space right here. So we'll figure that out as we go along. In the meantime, hope everyone has a blessed night. I will hopefully talk to you guys all later. All right? Have a good one.